Hello my friend. I hope you've seen all the previous parts and now, welcome to the new one. Here I will talk about the process of creating this video. Wait, where is all graphics? That's better. It became popular lately, so congrats. Now you'll know how to do that. I've already done object tracking in Cinema 4D. We had a lesson about that. Next, I imported the whole tracking to After Effects and got this solid which is now parented to my PS4 controller. Let's open the main composition with graphics. Looks fascinating. Okay, let's move from the bottom up. Touch panel. It consists of gradually appearing colorful dots and we can also see some glitches on top of everything. I made a few dots with Trapcode Form plugin, but I made a PNG file, so you can open that file even if you don't have this plugin. Then I pre-composed these dots. And I made this transition and the new composition. It's easy to do. It's just a solid, an animated mask with feather on. I also applied roughen edges effect with these settings to get torn edges. Then I used this transition as alpha matte for my composition with dots. Then I pre-composed and made a few more transitions, duplicated the layers and changed their colors, and did the same thing all over again. Then I duplicated the animation we got twice and changed the colors with hue saturation effect. Next I made some glitches using basic shapes and data glitch plugin, and I duplicated them twice as well. And if you examine my works you'll see they're made of tons of copies and duplicates. I don't even know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Time will tell.
Hello, I am Time, and I think this is good thing.
Let's go back to the graphics composition. I made circles animation. Remember we've already done the same thing. And I made a few copies of that animation. I used a photo of the controller to place them correctly. I've got a simple arrows animation, and I placed them where controller's arrows would be. Nothing special but they will give our project some depth. I also used data glitch on these arrows. Next we have some flashing layers matching the shape of the controller. I used them at the beginning, when I press the button on the video, and they will also be repeated later. Then I did some glitches for the touch panel. You'll find them in the pack with this course. Then I made an animated text. I got a simple animation like that. I used data glitch to get some color here. Next I pre-composed everything, made a couple of copies, and cut this animation into parts, moving the layers a few frames away from each other on the timeline. I love this technique and I use it a lot. I used alpha add mode for all the layers, to make sure there are no gaps between the masks. That's it. Now let's go back. I have some glitches over the touchpad here. Then I just texted share and options, as we see on a controller, and the layer is slightly twisted on the y-axis. Then I have one more text layer. It is the same you've seen a minute earlier. Then I did a screen animation, and it's just a shape outline and a few glitches made of shapes with data glitch plugin. And a couple of glitches here. Looks really cool. I made a duplicate of my graphics in the camera composition. I lifted it up a bit and reduced the opacity. I've already told you about this technique. I also turned on the depth of field on the camera to get a more realistic result and to make the blur match the blur we have on the video. And glow on top of everything. You know how I love it. I never leave my house without a glow. Now we'll get some color correction and a zoom layer. A video is just zooming in a bit, and I add some chromatic aberrations in the final composition. That's it. Nothing too complicated here. Not so many details, but still looks impressive.